Hello, everybody. This is Noah, and this is the sixth episode of Bite Sized Sci-Fi. With this small series, I will be talking about varied topics of the unexplained, with the main focus mostly on UFO phenomena, stories and reports, and the need-to-know history of documented cases and confidential files. So sit back and relax and have a snack. Small towns and villages get put on the map after being marked with an amazing UFO event, and one of those is the Shag Harbor crash. For a time, the small fishing village of Shag Harbor, Nova Scotia, Canada, was actually not on the map. But something very extraordinary happened there in 1967 that would change their status in their geographical area. The harbor, located at the southernmost part of Nova Scotia, would be the location of a well-documented and investigated case of a UFO crash. Reports of UFO crashes in or near water are extremely rare. On October 4th, 1967, local residents of the community saw unusual orange lights in the sky. Most of the witnesses agreed on the number of lights as 4. There would be one report from 5 teenagers who claimed to have seen the orange lights flashing in sequence, shortly before descending towards the icy waters of the harbor. Expecting there to be a large splash of water from the impact, they were shocked that the object did not enter the water, but float on top of it. The object was about half a mile from the shoreline. The first thought that came to mind of the witnesses was that they were seeing an airplane crash. They reported as much to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, who in a trance occurrence, the RCMP constable, Ron Pound, had seen the strange display of lights already. According to Pound's testimony, although 4 orange lights could be seen, he was certain that they were all attached to one craft. He felt that the craft he saw was about 60 feet long. He immediately went to the shore to get as close of a view as possible of the craft in the water. Police Corporal Victor Werbegecki and Constable Ron O'Brien were with him. The observers clearly saw a yellow light moving on the water. As it left, a yellow foam behind it. The strange flying object, whatever it was, would occasionally dip into the icy waters and disappear briefly. At times, it would travel further from the shore, making it difficult to see. Local fishermen, along with Coast Guard boat 101, rushed into the waters to get a closer look. When they arrived, the light was gone. The trail of the yellow foam was still visible, however. Finding nothing more, they called off their search at 3 a.m. After the RCMP did a traffic check with the Rescue Coordination Center in Halifax and NORAD radar at Bacaro, Nova Scotia, they were confident that there were no reports of any missing aircraft, military or civilian. The Rescue Coordination Center filed a report on the following day with the Canadian Forces headquarters in Ottawa, stating that something had come down in the sea, but its origin was unknown. That would have been at the end of the Shag Harbor mystery, except for the efforts of MUFON investigator Chris Stiles. He was extremely interested in the case, and decided to dig out whatever he could find about the old case. He found some of the original witnesses to the crash through newspaper accounts of the event, and interviewed them. He was accompanied by another MUFON researcher, Doug Ledger. The mysteries and stories of Shag Harbor continue with startling revelations. I suggest further research into this incident and how MUFON reignited the past to a clearer future. I guess you should be keeping your eyes on the skies as well as the water now. And we're on to the next bite.